Fantastic. Welcome everyone. Apologies for the slight delay. We were having some technical issues, but here we are. Welcome everyone. My name is Ruiz, and today, like every Saturday, we have a very yummy session ahead. An hour of slow flow, so we're going to be building the heat, building that connection through movement and breath. And for the last part of the class, of the session, we will have some sound healing with my wonderful collection of ancient Tibetan bowls, 13 ancient Tibetan bowls. So get yourself ready. As I was pointing out in the chat, we're going to be starting lying down and with a bolster. So you have a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can always use a cushion. You can always use a pillow. So grab it. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing now, as I don't have it with me yet. But I'm going to be grabbing it. So we're going to be lying on our backs and using the support of the bolster, the cushion or the pillow, whatever you have. And we're going to place it underneath the knees. So with that, our lower back is going to be supported, nice and grounded. I want yourself to, for the pillow, for the cushion, for the bolster to be underneath your knees. And for these first few minutes of the practice, we're going to lie on our backs with our hands, our arms just by the side, palms facing up. And closing down the eyes when you're ready. And we're gonna start this practice opening the physical, the mental and the emotional bodies to be more receptive, to be more inviting, welcoming to the work that we're gonna be doing for the next hour. You are just joining now, as I see a few more people joining now. Welcome, my name is Ruiz. Apologies that we are starting a couple of minutes late. We had some issues, but here we are. We're gonna be working with a bolster support, bolster, cushion, pillow, whatever you have handy at home. Just to have a bit of elevation of your legs and for your lower back to be nice and supported on the ground. Make your way down. And closing down your eyes. Making your way to your mat. Closing down the eyes. And start tuning inwards to the sensations, to the feelings, to the messages happening inside. We are not working with any playlist today, as we'll have the sound of the ancient Tibetan bowls afterwards. And for this part of the practice, we're going to be working with the natural sounds of the body, with the breath, with the heartbeat. So we get there less distracted by the music, by anything else. There's an invitation to go inwards. And as you're lying down and the back of your body is connected all the way through with the ground, with earth, with every wave of breath, you're allowing to relax a little bit more. Relaxing the shoulders, relax the neck, relax the head, your pelvis, your legs. Working with this flow of energies, with this activation as you breathe in. Prana travels through your body. And with the exhalation, a sense of release and letting go. Today we're going to be working with one of the qualities, one of the 8 limbs of yoga, with aparigraha, with the quality of letting go and the non-attachment. Especially in times where lockdown, we've been few weeks already here in the UK. There's a sensation of feeling impotent, feeling resistant and frustrated that the external environment is setting up the tone and the parameters for us to action, for us to interact. And there may be a resistance coming up on that when the framework around us gets constricted and gets smaller. We feel a bit caged, we feel like we can't really be ourselves. There's a call to action there. There's a call to let go, to stop resisting, to surrender to whatever is happening, and remind ourselves that we always have a choice. We always have a choice to act, to react, or do not react or do not act at all. We have a choice to live our life, yes, with limited freedom, with limited options outside, but still there's an invitation to then go inwards. If we can't go outside, let's go inside. So we're going to be working with that energy today. And as you're lying down, allowing the back of the body to sink deeper, one breath at a time. We're going to place one hand on the tummy, another hand on the chest. Doesn't matter whether it's right or left. And using the touch, a sensorial element of the touch to just ground a little bit more into the physical sensations. So we have the breath as an anchor, but we also have the physical touch as a reference point. Noticing how with the inhalation, the tummy expands, the chest opens, and the back of your body lifts off slightly from the floor. As you exhale, the front part of the body starts coming down while your pelvis and your lower back sinks further down towards the mat. Noticing how that changes, how that shifts. Listening to the oceanic sound of the waves. Coming in, filling you with prana, with life force. And washing away the tension, the tightness, the resistance that might be coming up right now as we allow the bodies to be still and in silence. Engaging with this conscious presence. And as always, we have an invitation to pick an intention, a sense of direction, a bhakti for our class, for our practice. Something for us, something for someone that we love. Something that relates to embracing, activating, creating, or something that we want to let go. As we were saying, beginning of the practice, the theme of the practice today is aparigraha, letting go, not attachment. But still connecting with that sense of, and that knowledge and that power of decision. We always have a choice. Choose your intention. And might that intention support your well-being, your healing, and your growth. Trust that the practice will unfold whatever it's needed for your intention to come to fruition. And as you're lying down with your hands still on your torso, feeling the waves coming in and the waves of breath washing away the tension, the resistance, the tightness. We're gonna now all inhale through the nose as deep as we can, and as we exhale, we're gonna make a HA sound, really exhaling loudly, as loud as you can. Let's do that twice again. Inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling, making space for the healing and the activation that is gonna be generated through the practice. One last time, inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Beautiful. Coming back to natural breathing. Observing if there have been any shifts, any changes since we arrived. And very slowly we're going to bring the knees to the chest, hugging them, rocking side to side very gently. And we're going to start drawing circles with the knees in both directions. So we start activating the full length and expansion of the pelvis. From the tail all the way to the top of the pelvis, and changing circles. Remember to breathe, especially when we are engaging the core, when we are engaging the lower body or the center of the body. The breath might get a bit constricted. Hugging the knees again, and if you need to move your bolster away, you move it away. And dropping the knees towards the right, allowing the body to open to the left side, breathing and activating, releasing that side, the lateral of your body. As then you inhale again, you come back to center, and you exhale, dropping the knees towards the left. Don't worry too much about shoulders on the mat, turning your head. This is just a very gentle way to start awakening the body. Coming back to center again, hugging the knees. And start rolling back and forth a few times, as many as you need. You might just go as big as you would like to, all the way from the base of your spine to the tail, or small and tiny rolls, depending on how you're feeling today. As I always say, if you have practice with me, I give you direction, I give you a sense of options in terms of how do you want to move, but choose whichever way is going to be supporting your process, and whichever way is going to be supporting your intention. That's what really matters. Coming to a seated position, allowing yourself to ground through your sitting bones, draw the shoulders down, relax your jaw, relax your face. Breathe through the spine, activating the full length of your spine from your base all the way up to the crown of the head. Keeping your eyes still closed. As you inhale, you'll bring both of the arms overhead, stretching the fingers. As you exhale, grabbing your left wrist and opening towards the side. You might want to also look up towards the sky. If that's not very accessible for you today, you can always look down. Doesn't matter. As long as you don't bring the connection with that sitting bone. Inhaling, coming back to center, changing the interlacing, changing the wrist. So now you're grabbing your right wrist. As you exhale, you open towards the right. So you're going towards the left, but you're opening the right side. Looking up if that's accessible. Just gently opening, stretching through the lateral of the body. And coming back to center. Bringing both of your arms parallel as you inhale, lifting up. As you exhale, now we turn towards the right. Bringing a mild torsion onto your spine. Drawing the shoulder down, looking down towards your mat, so you are bringing length into your cervical spine. Beautiful. Inhaling, coming back to center. Exhaling, now we are turning towards the left. Same, drawing the shoulder down, looking down towards the mat, so you're gonna feel that those extra inches into that upper section of your spine. Beautiful. Inhaling, coming back. Exhaling, lowering your arms, lowering your hands, swiping all that energy back to you, grounding. Welcome everyone. We're going to start moving now. So from this seated position where we are, we're going to come into our all fours. And in these all fours, it's really important. More and more, I'm finding a lot of my students actually are hypermobile. They're actually realizing that they are hypermobile. What does it mean? That means that the joints actually are much more flexible. There's actually much more space between the muscle, the tendon, the ligament, and that space that connects to the joint itself. So it's really easy for them to go very far without really engaging the muscles. So it's really easy just to see when you are here into your all fours, that actually if your shoulders go all the way. If that's the case, the only way in order to actually reverse and train your body is that awareness to micro bend the elbows. So you see that actually your muscles, your structure is really far here. And that's how we're going to start. Getting into that all fours, activating your core, so your tail slightly tucked in, protecting your lower back, but at the same time activating the muscles into your lower back and into your core. As we're going to start activating the vertical, the axis. We're going to start activating the vertical axis first, rolling back and forth. So we are now doing a bit of breath therapy, but at the same time awakening the upper body, the core strength, and that support. And then we're going to now take it to the sides, working onto that axis, into the triceps, into the laterals of the body. And with that, we're going to now take it a little bit further. So whether that axis turns into circles, you then go into circles, perhaps you also add the head and the neck, and becomes a bit more of a free flow activation. If that doesn't feel right for you, you can still come into your usual cat and cow, moving with the head. As you inhale, you arch the spine looking up. As you exhale, you run looking at the navel. So there are options for everyone, depending how you're going to be feeling, how you're going to be flowing. Allowing the breath to really guide you through this movement. And coming back into your all fours. From these all fours, as we inhale, we're going to take the hips all the way back into your child's pose. As we exhale, grounding the palms, we're going to take all the way forwards into our up dog. Drawing the shoulders down and again activating your upper body strength. So you're not going into hypermobility, but just really drawing the shoulders down. Inhaling, coming all the way back, stretching and opening the laterals of the body. Exhaling, taking your torso forwards, hips down, opening the chest, looking up towards the sky. Inhaling, taking it back, child's pose, forehead on the mat. Exhaling, bringing it forwards, opening the chest. Releasing and opening the body. Let's do that once again. Inhaling all the way back. Exhaling. Really open the chest, open your heart. Feeling how you are progressively opening your body. And coming all the way back into your all fours. You need to do a couple of cat and cows here, just to realign with your hips. And we're going to do a bit more of core activation here. Starting with our right side. So we're going to turn shift the weight towards the left hand, coming into your left knee, and stretching your right leg to the side. Again, really important that there's engagement into the arm, otherwise you're not really working with the muscles. Micro bend of that elbow, engaging with your upper body strength. As you are here, lifting your right leg up, lifting your arm, finding that balance. And now we're going to start our flow. As we inhale, elbow to knee, rounding the spine. As we exhale, circling both the arm and the leg, touching your toes with your fingers. Inhaling, elbow to knee, rounding your spine. Exhaling, bringing it all the way back, bending the knee, touching your toes. Inhaling, coming all the way forwards, rounding the spine. Exhaling, opening. Inhaling, rounding. Exhaling, opening. Inhaling, rounding. Exhaling, opening, and holding your toes, holding your foot. Finding your balance, activating your core, activating the laterals of the body. As we now come back all the way into our all fours, reposition again if you need to do a couple of cats and cows here, just to get back into your vertical. And now we're going to the other side. I'm just going to turn around so you can still see what I'm doing. You don't have to. But now we're going to get into the other side. So shifting the weight onto your right hand and lifting your left leg up. Once you have found that balance, lifting your arm as well. As we're now going to start our flow. Inhaling, rounding your spine, elbow to knee. Exhaling, taking all the way around, touching your toes. Inhaling, rounding your spine, really make yourself a little ball. Exhaling, opening, bending the knee, opening the chest. Inhaling, elbow to knee, rounding. Exhaling, expanding and opening that chest, opening those hips. Inhaling, coming into center, last time. Exhaling, rounding, holding your foot, opening the chest, looking up towards the sky, and coming all the way down to your all fours, allowing yourself to do a few cats and cows here. If you would like to get back onto your vertical, into your spine, and from where we are, we're going to tuck the toes in, and we're going to lift into our first down facing dog of the practice. Allowing yourself in that down facing dog to walk the dog, to stretch the legs, to bend the knees, whatever you have to do in order to get into your body, to get into what's happening. Breathing and allow that breath to guide you through the process. Instead of just trying to impose a certain shape or impose a certain flow. That's what makes yoga yoga. And from here, looking between your hands, stepping baby steps all the way forwards. As we exhale, folding. Inhaling, pressing down. Lifting up, all the way up. Exhaling, hands to the heart, Samasthiti. Reposition, recenter. We're going to start flowing now. Hands to the heart. Reconnect with your intention. Reconnect with your breath. Inhaling, lifting up. Stretching to the fingertips. Opening your chest. Exhaling, folding forwards. Inhaling, long spine halfway. Exhaling, rounding your palms, taking your right foot back, taking your left foot back, getting into your plank. Allowing yourself to roll back and forth a couple of times just to get that core activated, that upper body, that straight line of energy. Lowering the knees for this first round. As we tuck the elbows in and we go halfway, pushing up. Working on that core. Inhaling, coming halfway. Exhaling up. And now coming all the way down. Yeah, forward on the mat. Getting into your low cobra, tucking the elbows in. See if you can lift the toes a little bit more. If the lower back permits so. Drawing the shoulders down, looking at your right foot. Back to center, looking down. Looking at the left foot. You're gonna feel that activation into your lower back. Coming back to the center. Tucking your toes in. And lifting straight away into your down facing dog. It's really important that we spend a little bit of time here working and activating the core, as that's that center of gravity, and that's that pulling capacity, that solar plexus that allows us to move efficiently but also with the breath. From your down facing dog, looking between your hands, step your right foot forwards, your left foot forwards. Exhaling, folding, inhaling, reaching all the way up. Exhaling, hands to the heart, Samasthiti. Let's keep moving, guys. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, folding forwards. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, rounding the palms, taking your right foot back, right knee on the mat. Inhaling, lifting into your low lunge. Exhaling, sinking. We're going to go into a little flow. Inhaling, rolling back. Exhaling, circling the arms, coming into your Anjaneyasana. Inhaling back. Exhaling, sinking. Inhaling back, rounding. Exhaling, opening. Fantastic. And now we're going to bring activation into the legs as well, as we're going to place both of the hands at the front of the mat. And as we inhale, now we're bringing the hips down, opening the chest. As we exhale, we flex the left foot, coming into our heart splits, rounding the spine. Inhaling forwards, opening the chest. Exhaling back, flexing the foot, getting into our hamstrings. Inhaling forwards, breathing. Exhaling back. And framing your left foot, both hands. Taking your left leg all the way up into your three-legged dog. Bringing your left leg back down. Full down facing dog. Coming into your plank and options. Knees, chest and chin. Chaturanga. Inhaling low cobra up dog. Exhaling down facing dog. Beautiful. Down facing dog. Allowing yourself to breathe. Inhaling activation. Exhaling. Release. And from your down facing dog, looking between your hands, step, float or jump all the way forwards. Exhaling, folding, inhaling, reaching all the way up. Exhaling, hands to the heart, Samasthiti. Let's keep flowing. Inhaling up. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling, grounding both of the palms, taking your left foot back. Left knee on the mat. Inhaling, low lunge. Exhaling, opening into Anjaneyasana. Straight away into our flow. Inhaling, rounding the spine, taking it back. Exhaling, opening the chest, opening the heart. Inhaling, exhaling, surrendering and letting go. One last round. Inhaling back. Exhaling, folding. And framing that right foot, getting into our leg opening, into our hip opening. As we inhale, we take the hips down, opening the chest. As we exhale, flexing the right foot, half splits. Breathing and really feeling that activation into the back of the leg. We're going to need it later. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, getting into your half split. Inhaling, forwards, sinking from the hips, opening the chest. Exhaling back. So you can reach forwards with your fingers, bringing a bit more space. Beautiful. Framing your right foot, taking it back into your three-legged dog. Bringing your right foot back into your down facing dog. Coming into your plank. And your choice, no more vinyasa. Knees, chest and chin. Up dog, low cobra. Exhaling, down facing dog. Breathing. Find and feel how your body regulates the fire, how you are generating that fire. From your down facing dog, looking between your hands, step, jump or float all the way forwards. Inhaling, folding, inhaling all the way up. Exhaling, hands to the heart, Sawa City. We're gonna keep building that fire. As we inhale, reaching up. As we exhale, we're gonna come into our Utkatasana, into our chair. With that chair, important, the alignment of the hips, that we are not taking the hips all the way back, but as we are sinking, we're gonna just here come to the center, you can see me better. Not taking the hips back, taking the bum out, but engaging the hips, slightly tucking your tail in, so as you are sinking, it is the strength into your legs that is allowing you to sink. You should be able to see all your 10 toes. As you are into your chair, we're gonna now go into a half chair. So you're gonna lift your right knee. Still sinking and still going deep into your left knee. As we're gonna transition straight away into our warrior 3. Hands on the hearts, keeping the hips neutral without collapsing the chest forwards. Slowly landing your right foot back into your high lunge, opening the chest. From that high lunge, hands to the heart, leaning forwards, coming into your half Utkatasana. Half Utkatasana, warrior 3, shooting that right leg all the way back. Engaging into your core, balance, focus, drishti. Landing your right foot back, high lunge. All of these conscious movement requires the organization and the arrangement with the breath. So inhaling, hands to the heart, leaning forwards, coming into your half Utkatasana. And warrior 3. From this warrior 3, if you would like to, you're more than welcome to come into your half split, half standing split, if you are working through that. Otherwise, staying into your warrior 3. Coming into your high lunge sinking, framing your left foot, taking it back into your three-legged dog, and options. No more vinyasa, three-legged vinyasa, no more vinyasa, up dog, low cobra, exhaling down facing dog. Beautiful. And from your down facing dog, looking between your hands, step, float or jump all the way forwards. Inhaling, reaching all the way up this time. Exhaling, getting straight away into your Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathing. As now we're gonna get, it is the right knee that is up. Getting into that half chair. And straight away, we're gonna come into our warrior 3. Breathing. Our warrior 3, landing the force into your high lunge. High lunge, hands to the heart, leaning forwards, getting into your half chair. Sinking through the hip, sinking through that standing leg. And warrior 3. That foundational leg, that standing leg is really strong. Landing your back foot, high lunge. Preparing yourself, hands on the heart. Leaning forward as you inhale, half Utkatasana. Feeling that burning into your legs and transitioning into your warrior 3. Keeping awareness onto the hips and then opening towards the sides. And landing the foot one last time into your high lunge. High lunge. Framing your front foot, taking it all the way back into your three-legged dog. And option, three-legged vinyasa, normal vinyasa. Whichever option you would like to. Up to low cobra. Exhaling down facing dog. And by the way, I forgot to offer the option of your half split. So if you would like to, as you are on your down facing dog, you would like to do the half split that we did earlier into the other side. Step the front knee, coming into your high lunge, warrior three, and from your warrior three into your half split. That's what you would like to do. So then you get an extra vinyasa here. Landing the foot, coming into your high lunge, framing the front foot, taking it back, three-legged dog, and vinyasa. Wonderful. Exhaling, down facing dog, everyone. Well done. From this down facing dog, we have few options. You can stay down facing dog. You can come into your child's pose if you would like to, just to slow down a little bit the pace, or you can bring it a little bit up. If you would like to come with me, we're gonna come into our dolphin. Holding your opposite elbows, creating that 90-degree structure, bringing it towards the mat. As we tuck the toes in, and we start walking the feet towards the hand, towards the face, towards your elbows. See if you can start playing around, bringing your hips forwards. Really pressing the floor away from your palms, your forearms, and your elbows. And perhaps as you are there, if you have a pincher practice, and you are more than welcome to go straight away into your pincher, please go ahead. Otherwise, from where you are, perhaps lifting one leg at a time and bringing it down, opposite leg. Breathing there. Once you have finalized, then forehead on the mat, child's pose. Allowing the body to reposition, allowing the body to breathe, to catch up. Inhaling, exhaling, letting go. Beautiful. We're going to start changing gears. Yeah? So from where you are, we have worked quite a lot onto chest openers and also into the hips. Really two key areas to release. We're going to come onto sitters. Going into one of my favorite release combos. Both on the shoulders and both of the legs. We're going to start with the right leg on top. We're going to get into this really wonderful hip opener, hip stretch, Gokumanasa. And you'll find that depending on how you're feeling, how your hips are today, just being on these poses are really challenging. Depending on how much you want to work onto your hips, you can just regulate a bit the angle of your foot. The farther out you place them, the more stretch you're going to feel into your hips. So if you need to place them a little bit closer, that's absolutely fine. If you would like a little bit deeper, then put them a little bit far away. From where you are, opening your wings and placing your right arm under, left on top, getting into our eagle arms. Drawing the shoulders down, taking the elbows out. And if you would like to, you have the option to start folding forwards. There's a really nice stretch into the IT band, into your hips. Keep breathing there. And coming all the way up. Well done. Opening your wings. Changing the interlace of your legs. Now will be your left on top. And this is very interesting because on this pose it's very obvious to see which hip is a bit more open, a bit more accessible. For me it's very clear that my left is always a bit not that accessible as my right. So there's always a little bit more of a space in between my knees, which is absolutely normal. Same thing as we did on the other side. Regulate the opening into your feet. The wider you go, the more stretch you're gonna feel into your hips. And let's go with the arms. Opening your wings. This time, the left gonna be under, the right on top. Drawing the shoulders down, taking your elbows out, and start folding forwards without touching the knees. If you're touching the knees, there's almost like you're just there hunching forwards without an active stretch. This is not a passive stretch, this is an active stretch. So there has to be a certain level of engagement. Beautiful. Coming all the way up and to the arms and to the legs. Perhaps you'd like to shake a little bit as I'm sure that they feel quite awake right now. Coming into your Navasana, into your boat pose. You need to hold the back of your knees today because it feels a lot today. All the while stretching them forwards as much as you can. Bringing your arms as well. And coming all the way down towards your mat. Hugging your knees towards your chest. With your little final stretch with your hips before we come into our sound healing part of the session. Right ankle on top of your left thigh. Interlacing your fingers behind your thigh. That's option one. If that doesn't feel sufficient, you should feel the stretch into your hamstrings and into the lateral, the IT band onto your right thigh. If you don't feel that much, try and interlace your fingers onto your shin instead. Tucking your chin in so your neck is long. Breathe in here. And let it go of your shin. Crossing your right leg over and allowing your knees to go towards the left side. If that feels too much for your hips, you can always go with your knees parallel. That's a bit less of a deep stretch. Turning the head towards the right side. Breathe in there. As you come all the way back to center, reposition, lifting both of your legs. As now will be the left ankle on top of the right thigh, not the knee, but the thigh. And choose what is the stretch that you would like to go for. Around your thigh or onto your shin. That's a bit of a deeper stretch. Tuck your chin in so your neck is long. Breathe in there. Feel in the stretch. As you let go of your shin or your leg, crossing the left leg on top and allowing them to surrender and drop towards the right side. Turning your head towards the left. Breathing onto your left side. And coming all the way back to center, hugging your knees one last time. If you would like to do any further stretches, you like to do a bridge, you like to do a happy baby, you would like to do any finishing poses, shoulder stand, headstand, anything that you like to finish your physical practice with, more than welcome to. Otherwise, get yourself set up for sound healing. Since we started with the bolster, you have bolster, cushion, or any support that you have at home. You have a few options here. Use it in the same exact way that we use it at the beginning of the practice, underneath your knees. That's gonna support really your lower back is gonna be nice and supported, and kind of also with that slight elevation of the legs. It's almost like a very mild inversion. Having the legs sustained is actually a really nice way to release tension into the hips. Otherwise, if you're finding or you're looking for something slightly more grounding, you could always place the bolster vertically on top of you. That's a nice one or across onto your hips. That's also a nice one. See how you're feeling, see how it feels right. And use, if you have any extra layers, you have a blanket around, use it, as the body's gonna get colder with this. With the sound healing. Closing down the eyes and allow yourself to enjoy the power, the healing power of sound. There's nothing for you to do here. Just need to let go, trust and surrender. Start deepening your breath. Bringing the awareness back towards your physical body. With every breath, you are returning back to the current space, to the present moment, to your body, to your mind, to your soul. Giving yourself a couple of moments here in stillness and in silence to acknowledge the work that you have done for the past hour. And once you're ready, start wiggling your toes and your fingers, introducing some gentle movements onto your body. Almost as if you were giving your body a big hug, welcoming it back into this renourished and recharged version of yourself. Roll towards one side, right or left, doesn't really matter. And allow yourself to be there for a breath or two. Catching up, integrating, digesting the wonders that you have created within yourself for the past hour. And when it feels right, using your hands to come all the way up to seated, to close the practice together. Bringing your hands to the heart center on Anjali Mudra. Acknowledging ourselves, thanking ourselves for having showed up, for having dedicated this hour of our day, of our week, of our life to the practice of yoga, to our healing, to our well-being, physical, mental and emotional, and to the well-being and healing of our planet, of our community, of humanity itself, with kindness, with compassion and with love. Let's close all together with an Om and 3 Shantis so we can all go in peace, in harmony and divinely protected, if you would like to join me. Otherwise, enjoy the vibrations. Inhaling through the nose. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, love and abundance to all of you. Jai Namaste. Thank you so very much for your practice, for your devotion, for your energy. Remind yourself to drink water. Our sound will be working through you for the next 24-48 hours. Perhaps you need to take a quiet moment right now, lying down a little bit more. Perhaps if you are very active, you like to take some notes. I really like to get my notebook after class, especially when I'm doing sound. To just any insights, any of the information that has come out, just write down, maybe reflect on that a bit later. And I will be back. I will be back next week, as always, Monday, 5 p.m. for some slow flow. And very excited for next Saturday. There won't be any class, but we will be doing a live workshop, Recharge and Rebalance, my signature workshop, where we're going to be doing movement, breath, sound, and intention. We're going to be working with intention, bringing a bit of coaching elements so we can reflect on where we are, we can reflect on where do we want to be, and how we are setting that pathway. We're going to be looking inside, finding the resources, finding the inspiration, searching inside through movement, through breath, and through sound. So if you haven't booked your spot yet, there are a few spots left still. Go to my yoga website, you'll find it there. Otherwise, I'll just add a link here in the comments if you're interested. And as always, I will be here for a couple of more minutes on the live comments. If you have any questions, any feedback, anything that you would like to share, I will be here with you guys. Otherwise, you can always find me on Instagram, Genuine Movement, Monica Ruiz. You can always reach me there, any comments, any feedback, anything that you would like to share with me. I will be very honored to guide you and to help you with anything, any questions that you have. Wonderful practice. Thank you all so much for joining me. Let's see if we have any comments here on the live chat on YouTube. Otherwise, I leave you to eat. I leave you to enjoy the rest of your weekends. Sunday ahead, the rest of the evening as well. And yeah, hope you enjoy the practice. Let me know if you have any questions, you have any comments. Esther, this was the first time I've tried this class and it was fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Esther, for joining. That makes me so happy and so honored that you trusted me with this, that you came, that you enjoyed it. Please come back. Come back to my class, come back to workshop. Find me on Instagram, Genuine Movement. I'll be very happy to connect with you there and share and answer any of your questions. Thank you so very much. I love when you guys actually enjoy my teachings and enjoy my offering. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see if we have any further comments, any questions that you guys want to ask me that you would like me to answer. And if not, don't worry. You can always, if you're not really sure, you don't want to post anything here publicly, openly, you can always reach me privately on Instagram if you would like to. Be very happy to answer any of your questions there. On my website, genuinemovement.com. You can also drop me a line there. Actually, you have, oh yeah, here on the comments, on the video, you have the links for my PayPal. You like to show your gratitude. Also, you have my link to my Instagram account, so you can reach me there also as well. And yeah, working with these energies, I mean, kind of energies of surrendering, energies of accepting. Hopefully that has resonated with you. Kind of, I find I'm a very intuitive teacher, so I plan my classes, I plan my flow, but usually I feel what's up in the air, also what you guys are bringing to the space, and then kind of working with that intuition, working with that intention to support your journey in the best possible way. So let's see, not sure if there are any further questions. I see that you guys also are logging out from the live. So yeah, I think that we're gonna leave it here as we don't have any more questions. Esther, so glad that you posted. Thank you, thank you. So you have any more questions? I don't see that there are any more questions posted here. We're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna let you all go. With all my love, with all my healing, with all my energy, very honored that you joined me today. I love you all. And hopefully see you very soon next week with classes, with workshops. See you along the path. All the love, Jai. See you soon. And I forgot to say, keep checking more yoga's time schedule with classes. Over 130 classes now every week. Amazing. A lot of teachers, a lot of styles. So keep checking there. I'm sure that you'll find a class that is going to be supporting and providing what you need. So stay tuned to that.